This is Pat Lee, and you're listening to Math World. Now, here's the question. Can you guess how the human hand, the petals of certain kinds of flowers, and even some famous paintings could be related mathematically? Well, if you have no idea, our question of the day from listener Lucy Warwick in Rhode Island will help you. Miss Warwick asks, I've heard a lot about the Fibonacci sequence lately. What exactly is it? For an answer, we contacted Professor of Mathematics, Dr. James Quist. Hello, Dr. Quist. Can you tell us a little about the Fibonacci sequence to answer Miss Warwick's question? Well, that's a great question, especially since the sequence is surrounded in so many forms and many people have no idea about it. It's really very intriguing once you're aware of it. First, what the sequence is a series of numbers, and in the sequence, each number is the sum of the preceding two numbers. In other words, we add two numbers together to get the next one. Let's look at the start of it. The numbers are 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. So, if we add the first two numbers, 1 and 1, we get 2, which is the third number. Then 1 and 2 equal 3, which is the fourth number. Then 2 and 3 equal 5, which is the fifth number, and so it continues. So let's see. Each number is the sum of the previous two numbers, and the sequence can just go on and on? Yes, that's right. And what's so amazing about this is that the sequence shows up around it in so many ways. It appears in the natural world. Natural forms tend to reproduce a sequence. For example, flowers, pine cones, and seashells, and look at the petals of the flowers. There are more likely to be 5 petals than 4. The spirals on the seashells also involve numbers from the sequence. It's not as easy to see as with flowers, but the measurements of the spirals are numbers of the sequence. Some people even mention the human hand when talking about the sequence. We have 2 hands. Each of these has 5 fingers, and each finger has 3 parts separated by 2 knuckles. All of these are numbers of the sequence. Maybe it's just a coincidence or maybe not. And it's not just in the natural world, it's also in the art world. It appears in a lot of art. Probably the most famous is in the work of Leonardo da Vinci. You see a lot of spirals in his painting, and the spirals are the 4 most associated with the Fibonacci sequence. It seems like interest in this area kind of comes and goes in popularity. Lately, it has been more popular. I think it's great. It's fascinating, and if it gets people interested in math and numbers, then all the better. It is fascinating. Thank you so much, Dr. Quist. You're welcome.